With winter just around the corner, you can bet the power companies will do what they normally do before the cold season, raise their prices. So now some residents are finding new ways to combat ever-increasing power bills thanks to sunlight. But is it worth it?
Another way to get an everyday necessity. There's a new addition to this household in Christchurch with the installation of a new solar power system. 10 panels are being put up at this St Albans house, but what makes it different is it wasn't bought as a one-off payment, with this property being the first to go prepay. And the chief executive says it gives people more options for those wanting to go green.
This is a huge step forward in terms of power use and utilisation for Canterbury. It allows the whole region now to make a statement about a commitment to climate change and reducing our impact on the environment, and looks in more affordable prices for power longer term.
When you think of electricity sources in Canterbury, you may think of something as big as a hydro dam, but here the power comes straight from your roof, and he says it makes sense in terms of cost.
It's a much more economic way to install solar is to install solar on someone's home, because you generate the power exactly where you need it at the moment you need it.
It's the first house in Canterbury to get the panels connected and run off this system, similar to other power companies around the country, except they're going solar. And he says it's easier for residents to take up the solar aspect, saying buying the system upfront can be too expensive.
85% of New Zealanders want to go solar but can't afford. The upfront capital cost is just too high. With Solar Zero and this particular program, you can get cheaper power today rather than investing upfront in prepaying power for the next 10 to 15 years.
However, a recent study from Otago University shows people choosing to use solar power is on the up as installation costs come down. And the Sustainable Energy Association of New Zealand believes the cost of installing a solar panel system is becoming more available to everyone rather than the wealthier communities, meaning more of these systems will be put up. But Booth says it still isn't affordable for all.
It's really up to the homeowner in terms of their budget and what they can afford at a particular moment in time. Many families can't afford $10,000 or $15,000 for a system, so it's far better for them to lock in an affordable price today.
But choosing this system doesn't give full power coverage. At this stage, the panels can only be used throughout the day, meaning they'll have to go back on the grid during the evening and still pay 2 power bills. And Booth says it comes down to the price of battery storage.
Right now, solar can meet your daytime power needs. Over the next 3 to 5 years, battery storage will become far more economic than it is today, and that will allow you to lock in a fairer price for solar-generated power across the day.
It'll be some time yet until these panels can be used as a main source, with batteries expected to be available by the end of the year. So it's not solo for solar just yet. Jared McCulloch, CTV News.